Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel HIV RNA Test Guide. And in today's video, we're diving into a topic that's surrounded by a lot of hope, but also a lot of confusion. Yes, you are right. It is about HIV vaccines. Have you ever wondered if an HIV vaccine already exists? Or maybe you've heard that HIV vaccines can actually give you HIV. With so much information out there, it's easy to get fact and fiction mixed up. That's why in today's video, we're tackling the top 10 myths about HIV vaccine research. Stick around until the end, because clearing up these misconceptions is crucial for understanding where we stand in the fight against HIV and how you can stay informed. Before we get started, I want to emphasize that I'm not a medical professional. This video is for informational purposes only and is based on research from trusted sources like the HIV Vaccine Trials Network and the National Institutes of Health. If you have specific questions or concerns, please consult with a healthcare provider. Now, let's jump into those myths. Myth number 1, HIV vaccines can give you HIV. Okay, let's kick things off with a big one. HIV vaccines can give you HIV. This is completely false. You cannot get HIV from an HIV vaccine. The vaccines being tested simply don't contain the real virus. Think of it like a photocopy. It might look like the original, but it's not. Some vaccines, like those for typhoid or polio, may contain a weakened form of the virus, but this is not the case for HIV vaccines. In over 25 years, more than 30,000 volunteers have participated in HIV vaccine studies, and none have been infected with HIV from the vaccine itself. Myth number 2, an HIV vaccine already exists. Unfortunately, this is also false. As of today, there is no licensed vaccine against HIV or AIDS. However, scientists are making incredible progress. A study in Thailand, RV Wonder 44, showed that a vaccine combination could prevent about 32% of new infections. This was a major breakthrough, and researchers are working hard to improve upon it. Researchers around the world continue to search for an HIV vaccine that is even more effective. Leading this effort is the HIV Vaccine Trials Network, the largest publicly funded group of HIV vaccine researchers in the world. The HVTN is an international effort to find a safe and effective vaccine to stop the spread of HIV. It is funded by the U.S. National Institutes of Health. Myth number 3, HIV vaccine research is a waste of time. Now, for myth number 3. HIV vaccine research is a waste of time because it's been going on for so long. It's understandable to feel this way, but it's not true. Developing an HIV vaccine is incredibly complex, but scientific understanding is constantly improving. The discovery of new broadly neutralizing antibodies is just one example of recent progress. It took 47 years to develop the polio vaccine, so the time it's taking to develop an HIV vaccine isn't entirely surprising. Myth number 4, only HIV-positive people can participate in vaccine studies. A person must be HIV positive to be in an HIV vaccine study. This is false. The HIV Vaccine Trials Network, HVTN, tests preventive vaccines on volunteers who are not infected with HIV. The goal is to keep people that way. Some researchers do study therapeutic vaccines for those already living with HIV, but preventive vaccines need HIV-negative participants. Myth number 5. Researchers want participants to engage in risky behavior. Here's a myth that's particularly concerning. Vaccine researchers want study participants to practice unsafe behaviors to see if the vaccine works. This is absolutely false. The safety of study participants is the top priority. Trained counselors work with participants to develop individual plans to reduce their risk of HIV infection. Participants are also given supplies like condoms and information about effective prevention tools like PrEP. The safety of study participants is the number 1 priority of HIV vaccine researchers and study site staff. Myth number 6. If you're in a vaccine trial, you don't need to worry about HIV prevention. Moving on to myth number 6. If you're in a vaccine trial, you don't need to worry about HIV prevention. Being in a vaccine trial does not mean you can stop practicing safe sex or using other prevention methods. The vaccine is experimental and its effectiveness is not guaranteed. Continue using condoms, getting tested regularly, and consider PrEP if it's right for you. Myth number 7. HIV/AIDS is easily treated, so a vaccine isn't necessary. HIV/AIDS is easily treated and controlled, so a vaccine isn't necessary. While HIV treatment has improved dramatically, it is no substitute for prevention. Medications can be expensive and have side effects. Drug resistance can also develop, and access to treatment isn't guaranteed in all countries. New infections are still happening faster than we can get treatment to people who need it. Myth number 8. Joining an HIV vaccine study is like being a guinea pig. This is also false. The well-being of study volunteers is the greatest responsibility in every study. The HVTN ensures that studies follow the highest ethical standards in collaboration with local scientists, researchers, and communities. Studies are conducted in the U.S., Europe, and developing countries, following the same procedures and international standards. Myth number 8. A successful HIV vaccine will be available in a year or two. Myth number 9. A successful HIV vaccine will be available in a year or two. While scientists are making progress, it's difficult to predict when a vaccine will be ready. Vaccine development takes time, and there are many challenges involved. It's important to stay informed and realistic about the timeline. Myth number 10. Vaccines cause autism. Finally, myth number 10. Vaccines cause autism. This has been widely debunked. The original study that made this claim was found to be fraudulent, and the doctor lost his medical license. There is no scientific link between vaccines and autism. Numerous studies in the past decade have found this claim to be false. The British doctor who originally published the finding about vaccines and autism has since been found to have falsified his data. There is actually no link between childhood vaccination and autism. It is true that vaccines often have side effects, but those are typically temporary, like a sore arm, low fever, muscle aches and pains, and go away after a day or two. The value of protection to vaccinated individuals and to the public has made vaccines one of the top public health measures in history, second only to having a clean water supply. So there you have it, the top 10 myths about HIV vaccine research debunked. I hope this video has helped clear up some common misconceptions and given you a better understanding of where we stand in the search for an HIV vaccine. Remember, staying informed is key to supporting scientific progress and protecting your health. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more informative content. Also, let me know in the comments if there are any other topics you'd like me to cover. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.